Hello everyone. Today, we are going to cover 5 best climbing hangboards in the market, which are the best for you considering some unavoidable factors that you might miss out without watching this video. Here, we are going to give you an impartial review to help you out to find the best from a plenty of irrelevant products. For more info and updated pricing of the products mentioned in the video, make sure to check the links in the description below. Let's start. Number 1. Our top pick is Metolius Rock Rings 3D. To be fair to the Rock Rings, they were never on equal footing in this test. Instead of an actual board, the Rock Rings are 2 independently suspended holds, with several different grips on each. Given their obvious limitations, the Rock Rings were never going to turn in a winning score against the full-fledged boards. Hold selection is limited to 4 pairs, jugs and 3 different sizes of pocket. It's possible to simulate progression with finger positioning, but it's more trouble than it's worth. Despite their low score, the Rock Rings are not without their uses. Independent suspension makes for ergonomic pulls and opens up a wide variety of training options. I use Rock Rings to work everything from offset pull-ups to front levers. They provide a versatile and ergonomic platform for all manner of pull exercises, which can be customized using the hold selection. The Rock Rings are also a decent travel option. They're compact, versatile, and require only 2 points to hang. If you have room in a suitcase, the Rock Rings are a better hang than hotel room door jams. Finally, the Rock Rings are cheap, and they can often be found on sale. For the cost, it's not hard to add a pair to an existing setup or use the rings as a mobile option. Number 2. Our second best pick is Metolius Simulator 3D. This hangboard is a frequent sight at gyms, and it's not hard to understand why. It's an approachable and ergonomic board with something for nearly everyone. Instead of a flat base, the architecture of the simulator is gently curved. Hanging beneath the board, you pull in slightly instead of straight down. This is a tad more ergonomic than most hangboards. Along with the simulator's width, it makes for an easy hang. Hold variety is strong, despite the lack of pinches, but holds are generally geared to an intermediate audience. The 3 jugs are huge, and the majority of the edges and pockets are very deep. On one hand, this is a good thing for climbers in the strike zone. Progression on the simulator is gradual and intuitive. Metolius has a library of training resources for all their boards, and this board makes it easy to get started. Advanced and elite climbers may find the holds on the simulator a touch too large. It's always possible to crank up a workout by adding weight, but at a certain point it's useful to train on smaller holds. Number 3. Our third best pick is Metolius Project. The Metolius Project is pleasant but ultimately limited. This board looks and feels like an abbreviated version of the Simulator 3D. It has a similar gentle curve, and the hold shapes feel just as friendly. It's intuitive, ergonomic, and accessible for almost any climber. Unfortunately, the hold selection is paltry. The smallest edges on the project are still deep, and there isn't enough variety for a consistent progression. Advanced climbers will find this board far too limiting for serious work. The biggest draw of the project is price. It's by far the cheapest full hangboard in this test. It's also compact along with the Moon board. This board is the easiest to mount in small spaces. But in the end, the compromises are too great for us to recommend the project. It's better than nothing, but if you have the cash, we'd recommend spending up to one of the other all-around options. Number 4. Our fourth best pick is TRANGO Rock Prodigy Training Center Hangboard. For this hangboard, TRANGO teamed up with the Anderson brothers, authors of popular training Bible The Rock Climber's Training Manual. The book goes into excruciating detail on constructing an effective training regimen, and the RPTC reflects the systematic mentality. The main edges are variable, gradually growing smaller toward the outside of the board. Small dots at the rear of the hold provide tactile reference points. On the one hand, this is a little disorienting. The index finger always has more to work with than the pinky. On the other hand, it means that precise progression is as simple as changing the location of your hands. It's an intuitive way for climbers of many levels to push their limits. Hold variety and progression are both strengths of the RPTC. In addition to the main edges, the board has a variety of pocket combinations, several possible pinch configurations, 2 slopers, 2 jugs, and 2 vicious square edge crimps. Almost any climber should be able to find trainable holds on the RPTC, which is impressive given its moderate size. The other unique feature of the RPTC is its 2-piece approach. The 2 halves of the board are mounted separately. Mounting takes a little more time and care, but it allows users to customize placement for their body and preferences. This makes a real difference, and it's a welcome innovation. TRANGO Rock Prodigy Training Center mounted using the adjustable French cleat system. Due to its being split into 2 halves, the RPTC can be mounted using the adjustable French cleat system. The RPTC isn't without flaws though. The texture is on the harsh side, especially right out of the box. Number 5. Our 5th best pick is the Sebio Iron Palm Hangboard. The design of this board is deceptively simple, but that didn't stop it from becoming another favorite in training. Designed by veteran pro Jason Kell, the Iron Palm has a few singular virtues. The first of these is the slopers. Most climbers don't look to hangboarding to improve on slopers, but for those who do, the Iron Palm has our favorite pair. Instead of the traditional vertical slope, the Iron Palm features 2 large and widely spaced half spheres, which you can grab however you like. They're more ergonomic and more pleasant to hang on than any other slopers we tested. The second aspect we love is the wide crimp rails. On some boards, the edges you need may be clustered near the center. This can pinch the shoulders, diminishing both comfort and training strength. On the Iron Palm, the edges extend from one side to the other, so every climber can grab where it feels comfortable. The pinch combinations are equally thoughtful and provide a useful training supplement. The downside, these elements are all you get. For rails of varying depths, 2 slopers, and 2 pinch sets. For many climbers, this is enough. The rails provide an intuitive progression, and pocket strength can still be trained by selectively removing fingers. But the Iron Palm doesn't offer as much hold variety as competitors. Make sure to check the links in the description below. That's all for this review. Feel free to share your feedback.